Somebody was watching earlier too, and they jetted up out of here. Oh damn, we lost Pat. Let me play this.
I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it. Our report said he was 14 years old. Another report said he was 15 years old. At minimum, that's 65 years ago. Let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think. I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones, and I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it. Our report said he was 14 years old. Another report said he was 15 years old. At minimum, that's 65 years ago. Let me say this.
Okay, this guy, he kind of redeemed himself a couple weeks ago or a week ago, whatever, when he was talking about Kanye West. But there he goes again, back to the boot licking, back to the butt sucking. I love Jerry Jones.
I know I'm not doing that, but I guess that's the same boat that I would be in, because it's like, bro, like some things, like, you know, like, okay, you want it, like I said, if we have if this is something we're trying to do, all right, look, don't be half stepping, go on and go all the way through with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's overall, like
I love Massa. Why y'all doing that to him? Y'all leave Massa alone.
You gonna drink this or not?
I want to play this. Have you heard about the flack that Jerry Jones is getting? Because it's a picture that showed up, and he was in the picture, and this was a group of kids who were heckling other kids for going to school, like these were black kids or whatever, you know, and it's like no integration type shit. And Jerry Jones was in the picture, and so he's catching flack about that. Have you heard about that?
No.
Well, this is him talking about it. Let me play it.
I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing, and it just is a reminder to me of how to improve and do things the right way.
So what did you think of the crowd who, these kids were just trying to go to school? There was a whole lot of people, a lot of hostility towards us.
Yeah, you want to ask me what I was thinking? Okay, I was thinking about I'm going to get in trouble for being up here, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was 15 years old. And so having said that, that's all that I can remember.
Okay. Jerry, you did thoughts on the Washington Post article and how the picture they painted of you from a picture when you were 14 years old.
Yeah, that was, 65 years ago, and a curious kid. I didn't know at the time the monumental event, really, that was going on, and I'm sure glad that we're a long way from that. I am, and we just that would remind me just continue to do everything we can to not have those kinds of things happen.
Any regrets just being in the photo, being there at all?
What?
Any regrets on being in the photo, being there at all?
Well, I wouldn't have just dug that up for sure. I mean, seriously. But that was curiously, I got criticized because I was more interested in how I was going to be punished by my coaches and everybody for being out front. But nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place. You didn't. We didn't have all the last 70 years of reference and all the things that were going, and so you didn't have a reference point there. Still, I've got a habit of sticking his nose in the right place at the wrong time.
Did you get in trouble with your coach for being there?
I sure did.
What was the punishment?
Well, I was a young sophomore trying to make the team, and they kicked my ass.
Jerry, it came after the Little Rock situation at Little Rock Central, though, right? That photo and that incident.
Excuse me.
That incident came after the situation in Little Rock Central.
Well, that was North Little Rock,
Right.
which was literally just 2 or 3 miles away.
Was it the same day as Little Rock Central that it came a
As I
different day?
recall, it was certainly in proximity with it. Those were certainly the issues that were going on, but did not have the structure or it was not the event that the central thing was.
Jerry, do you understand the perception that people have when you're standing there? Because that was not exactly a welcoming committee that day.
Yeah, I sure do, and I understand that. I've just understand it. Yes.
So for the people that look at that and say you were a part of that, and you're saying you were curious, and other people are saying, well, this was a crowd, basically,
Look. That was 65 years ago, and I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing, and it just is a reminder to me of how to improve and do things the right way.
So what did you think of the crowd who these kids were just trying to go to school? There was a whole lot of people, there was a lot of hostility towards those kids.
Yeah, you want to ask me what I was thinking? Okay, I was thinking.
Yeah, I think he's telling the truth when he said that, no one knew what the significance was of that event or that moment or whatever. I'm sure he's telling the truth with that. But the part where he said we didn't know what we were doing over there, I think he's fucking full of shit with that part. They knew what the fuck. They came over there to give them kids a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I guess there's maybe some judgment you could make on him, but I mean, especially somebody. He said he was a sophomore. Was he a sophomore in high school, or this was
He's
high school?
15, 14, 15. So he had to be in high school.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a kid who he's a child that was influenced by people who were, a product of their surroundings, and I mean. I mean, I think some of these people need to be caught, checked on it. But as far as like really trying to, harm them because of something that happened, he said 65 years ago. So, I mean, dang.
I'm not giving him a pass on that. 15, 16 years old, your ass know what the hell your ass is doing. Like, okay, like as far as this, like you may not know what's going on in the world, but this dude knew what was going on as far as giving those other kids a hard time. So, and if I was a white kid at this time, and there was some black kids going to the school, and they were like, hey, we want to go over here and give them a hard time about freaking going to school because we don't want these black kids at our white school. I would not be involved in that. So I think that this is a show of his character. Okay, he was 15 and 16 years old. I'm okay with that. I give him a pass as far as he was young, but this shows his character. You know what I'm saying? And we know that the freaking
now,
NFL,
even still to this day,
yes,
up to this day.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, because at 15, 16-year-old, my daughter is out there at a rally that's cussing out some other kids who was another race or whatever the hell it was. I'm going to be on her ass and I'm going to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
So
you know better.
I mean, the statement that he made is like, at that time we didn't have all the knowledge that we have of experiences throughout the last 70 years.
That's cop out. He didn't understand the significance of the moment. I give him that. But
I mean, so that's the whole point. Like, and you got to think, like, I mean, your kids right now think the way they do mostly because of what you taught them.
Yeah, well, exactly. So what was his parents teaching him if they was okay with him going to some rally over here or whatever? I don't
think it's hard to understand, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, to try to say that this man, like I said, come on, like I don't believe in racism or anything like that either, but you got to also think that like this dude, I mean, 65 years ago, not even my mama is the same person she was you know what I'm saying, thought the same way or whatever from 60 years ago or 50 years ago, because he's, I'm sure, a little bit older. But, bro,
Yeah, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm sorry. I think it's a character issue. And look at the NBA. Look at the NFL, anyways. Look at the NFL. It's a damn plantation. How many owners are not white in the NFL? You know what I'm saying? And remember when the Colin Kaepernick thing happened and all the shit? Jerry Jones was a freaking cheerleader on this stuff. And freaking, what did he do? He had all of them come out together and they all kneeled together. Like, these my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let's
I
all,
hear
let's,
you.
come
Yeah.
on, bro. I know better.
I know he thought that all that stuff was cute and this, that, and the other. And I'm not taking away from what, like, I mean, we know a lot of things, but at the same time, we all play into it and we try to get upset about it when, when we choose. Because, like, I mean, these people, they sign contracts. A bunch of them are making hundreds of thousands, at the least, and then, owning to the multi-millions. So, like, they have chosen to take, like, if that's the slave ship that they want to ride, then that's what it is. He's in a position to be able to monopolize or make his monies from this business that everybody that's there has agreed on. I mean, my thing is like, he's most likely not that same person. Yes, you check him and see where his head at, because I mean, just so we can know. But to try to harm the man because what happened
I'm not trying to
65 years.
harm him. I'm just saying this is a reflection of your character, and that's the reason why they're asking
What,
him all of these questions too. Because it's like, bro, what was the hell was you doing over there? What was you doing? And he's making all these damn excuses and shit, talking about I was 15. Man, do you remember when you was 15? Would you have went to a fucking, I don't know, a Klan rally or a fucking, I don't know, kill white people rally or keep people from going to school rally? Would you have done that?
No, but that's because of the way I was raised. See, I think you're missing it because you know how you was raised and how most people around you was raised,
That
and
don't give them a pass.
the time in which that is happening.
Yeah,
Because
so
there's a lot of changes that might still be here, but there's a lot of changes that has happened.
yeah, they was
That,
lynching niggas left and right back then. Fucking Jim Crow was still going on. His parents was probably lynching niggas, and he was
okay,
okay with that.
maybe. I mean, you kind of
I'm
just throwing
reaching.
stuff.
I'm reaching.
Okay, you're just throwing stuff out there, which I don't think, like, you know,
Maybe that's
until,
not fair. Maybe his parents wasn't lynching people or whatever. But I don't know that. I really don't. But all I'm saying is this is a character issue right here. This shows
maybe,
what this
maybe,
shows.
but see, that's my thing. I think maybe, and my statement still stands, but it's just like, okay, yeah, these people need to be checked on it. I mean, like, they do this stuff, checking people on blackface. I think, yeah, this is just like, this is serious. Like, I mean, there's a certain thing that has been happening here for many, many decades, and like, these people have been living amongst us as whatever. They've been accepted for whatever their deeds were, and that we know of what we're living through. We're going back 65, 70 years on something that, like,
Yeah,
most
I don't feel
people.
like there should be any punishment to him, really.
Yeah.
But other than the fact that you could see him, because he didn't have to go to that rally. So boom, that's a strike, bro. You
Well,
went to
maybe
the
he
rally.
did. Maybe
You
he
went.
did. Maybe that was his school that he was going to, and that's his parents. Ain't, cause see, that's the thing. Like,
He didn't have to
children,
be there.
a lot of children are, they are who they are because of who their parents are. So,
Hmm.
I mean,
I
he's
don't give him a pass.
yes, it does, to some extent, because, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were the type of, I mean, what would you expect from your child? Your child will be a sucker if you believe in something and he's like, your kid's like,
No,
no mom, no dad.
I,
What I mean?
I I don't agree with that. I feel like my children, I tell them all the time, like I don't want them to necessarily agree with me on everything. I want them to have their own ass mind. So if they don't agree with this shit, then be like, Dad, I think this is kind of foul right here. You know, being that I'm the parent, is Pillock still gonna go whatever the hell way I want it to go at the end of the day. So I can say that. But
Exactly.
but he didn't have to. He went to the rally.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
he went there.
No. You right.
And we will
Did somebody expect that he was different? Like,
Talking about Stephen A.
What?
Smith.
no. Well, you talking about Stephen A. Smith? I'm talking about with the judgment that he's trying to make on him. I think is similar to what I'm saying. Is that he was, saying, okay, y'all been saying that he was a racist dude and he was, trying to be controlling and this, that, and the other. So, all right, y'all expect him to be different now?
Yeah, I don't expect nothing from none of them. And like I said before, I don't even watch I don't even watch none of this stuff. I don't support none of this stuff. I feel like it's a damn plantation, And then you can see Stephen A. Smith. He sound like he on the damn plantation. He's like, hey, they pay my checks.
definitely is.
I'm not finna say nothing bad about Jerry. I love Jerry Jones.
Bro.
He not racist. It was 65 years ago. Y'all leave him alone.
we will provide.
Let me